Hey loves. I'm coming to y'all. Okay. I'm coming to y'all because about 30 minutes ago, one of my twins came down and I overheard him having a conversation with his brother. And I know that there's something wrong because I can hear the vibe and I can see the body language. One thing about one of my twins is that he's very, very like nonchalant, but he is the child that is not really that connected to his emotions. You know what I'm saying? So he smiles about everything, and it seems, like he's always okay, when I think I'm probably more emotionally connected to him because I know that about him, and he is not going to necessarily have the right emotion for a situation. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much he puts on a smile and that's what he wears, no matter what the situation is, no matter how hard the situation is, no matter how deep the situation is. That's his mechanism. So I'm coming to y'all because after hearing tidbits, not knowing what happened, I don't know what happened. I just knew the vibe was wrong. So when I asked, he turned around and said one of my friends committed S word. And I said, what do you mean, like who? And he didn't even want to tell me who. And then he was like, you don't know him. And then he was like, wait a minute, you do. You met him when we went to court. And I'm like, who? Now I'm really invested. I mean, I'm invested anyway because you're just telling me that one of your friends just committed S word. And let me tell y'all something. He ended up telling me what it was. And I am sending my deepest sympathies, prayers, and everything to him and his family. Watching my son convey that message to me hit me in a place that was extremely deep. Because if you all haven't read my memoir, I also am a survivor of the S word. And unfortunately, this isn't the first kid that was, that my kids knew of that has done that this year. But this is the closest. And I just want to talk to you guys and tell y'all, as a teenager who was going through a million things, I mean, a million things. I had a lot going on, y'all. And my trauma started young. So I was carrying a lot of baggage. I had a lot of days where I thought, maybe it would just be better if I wasn't here. Maybe it would be better if, maybe people wouldn't complain about so much if I just weren't around anymore. I had a lot of days and a lot of nights of those thoughts. I had a lot of loss. I had no one that I trusted. I was being misused every which way there could be. So I understand what it's like being in that deep and dark place. I know what it's like feeling like you're talking yourself off the ledge every couple of days with, contemplating with every interaction. I know what that's like. I will never forget what that's like. As an adult, I still ride down that street. I never get anywhere because now I know. Had I been successful with the S word, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here to convey this message. I wouldn't be here to try to help my baby process what's going on with him. And the saddest part about it all, outside of this baby feeling like he didn't have any other where to go, or he didn't know how to process things any further, was that he had called my son and my son was asleep. So now he feels bad that he was asleep. As the friend, there's nothing you could do. There was nothing more you could do. But as that child, and I'm speaking to all you kids out here, all you adults out here, everyone who is contemplating, who's contemplated, who's thought about it. Baby, if you already feel like you are at rock bottom, there ain't nowhere else further to go. You can only go up from here. When I tell you I've been crying ever since he told me, he literally looked at me and was like, Ma, look like you taking this harder than me. There's just something about this that just triggered me, y'all. And I just want y'all to know, we all fragile. And right now, we are all extremely fragile. Say something. Talk to somebody. Let the air out just a little. Okay? Please. And if anybody's seeing this message is going through anything, I would much, much, much rather talk to you, help you process, or be a listening ear than to have to write a post with condolences behind it and sending money to Aid with Flowers. Please, if anyone is going through something, if anybody is feeling like you're overwhelmed or you're full and just life ain't adding up to you right now, reach out. You can reach out to me. I promise you, I will respond. I love you guys so much. I'm your Queen Msnique, and I don't know if my son will ever want to talk about it on camera, but if he does, I'll bring it. If not, I've told you. I love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a great day.